Yes, it's February 1. Tom Brady is done. Lyrically, I'm number one. It's the Aquarius season. Lyrically, so pleasing. Saturn and Uranus. No heathens. We're talking about love, compatibility. Aquarius, what is their agility? Mentally, they know what they want. And I won't haunt you and break you down with any type of lies or stories. What I'm going to give you lyrically is the fame and glory. The allegories you see, metaphorically, you know that you're coming from the E. The poetry from the tree of life, the leaves I'm just dropping you will end your trife. It's really that leaves from the knowledge is love. Just like from heaven I soar up above. Lightning storm, what's going on? Don't you understand? Of course, I got it going on. Aquarius, it's time to talk about you. Understand, you know I won't doubt you. Knowledge. So what's the deal, y'all? Let's see. Hopefully the chat is working tonight. It is. How y'all doing? It's Aquarius season. I'm your boy, Eric Taylor, T2UC, Big 3 Astrology. I'm only coming on once this week, but I had to come on the first day of February. Happy Black History Month. Shout out. I'll be, sharing some stuff on my IG, but also on my Facebook page, right? Taylor 2 Coaching on Facebook. About some, great Black historians. But this is also the month of love. And Black love, and just love. So Aquarius, happy birthday. It's episode 115, Knowledge is Love, and I am talking about Aquarius love compatibility tonight and my love birth chart set. But first, we do must. What up, Matt Gaming? Say what's up to the truth.
Hi.
Do you feel the excitement from the truth? Did it just jump off the camera? When he's a little baby, he used to go, "Hi, camera. Bye, camera." So Brady retired. It's Black History Month. We got all types of stuff popping off. And so I did want to start off talking about, I have a love chart reading sale. So for a mini love report, scribe, written, it's only $33, breaking down Juno, Venus, Jupiter, 5th house, 7th house, stuff like that. Then I have a 35-minute love reading over Zoom for only $51. And this is from February 1st to February 28th. $51, breaking down those houses, but live, so you can ask questions over Zoom. $51 is a great price. And then the Synastry compatibility chart. This is a doozy. Normally $175. I'm doing it for $143. Get it? I love you. $143. Y'all know about that from the back of the day when we had pagers. So $143, and it's you and your wife, your partner, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your lover. And it's breaking down how your two charts lay on top of each other and how the planets are communicating. It's written with videos, and afterwards, you and your partner, or if it's just you who's interested in knowing this, can meet with me over Zoom for 30 minutes to go over the chart. And I can explain to you, but in the chart, I explain to you how the energies work. And compatibility charts are really helpful because your Mars could be hitting your moon. There could be different things that can show situations where you could be envious or jealous of their career or the fact that they work too much. But with the chart, I can teach you how to really massage and work and finesse the relationship so it can be at its highest vibration, because I'm all about love. And thank you for voting in my polls. I put a little something about competitive and athletic ability and sexual energy for the planet Mars, so vote on that. But it's been really great. A lot of people have been voting lately. It's trying to get over 100. It seems like I'm in the 70s, 80s, and 90s for all my polls, but that's okay. Those are my loyal folks, I guess. But hopefully it just continues to grow and grow and grow. And I love all of you for subscribing to my channel. And please just be interactive. Make sure you like the live tonight after I post it. Please comment. And yeah, so that's the love chart sale. I'll mention it again later when more people come on. Hey, how you guys doing?
Matt Gaming said, I got to talk to you about my birth chart one day. And then Matt Gaming said, what up, hi.
What up, Matt Gaming? And you know what, Matt Gaming, we could probably set something up. I'm so busy. It's probably just easier if I send you the Zoom link and we get online and just talk live and stuff. But I'll send you an email this week. I'm swamped, man. I'm just getting ready for this course. I got Coffee Talk February 11th. Okay. And hopefully you're coming to that, Mad Gaming. We're talking about Pluto and Aquarius, and we're going to read a birth chart together as a collective. You missed it last month. We did that, and everybody loved it. It was truly fun and amazing and very informative. But so it's $20 a month. And if you want to book all 12 months in advance, it becomes like less than $17, $16 and change, $200 for all 12 months. Okay, once a month, come to Coffee Talk. Go close that door for me. It's not fully closed. So it's really cool. And then my astrology course. Hopefully you saw my little testimonial video from one of my students and a client, Miss Bella. She's coming, and a bunch of people are signed up. Sunny signed up. I think Maddie's coming. A couple other people. I'm really excited. But my astrology course, the basic foundations of astrology, is 8 weeks. Might need to extend it to 9. I'm designing everything for the course, and it's a lot of stuff. But we'll see. I'll let you know before we start. And I won't charge extra. It's $197. But this is my first time doing the course. So I will be recording it, and then I will have it as a downloadable later on for a different price. And then the next level will be in June, and that'll be intermediate. That's probably going to be 12 weeks. But this is 8 weeks, potentially 9, but it's starting Sunday, February 19th at 12 p.m. Eastern, 90 minutes, okay? And you're going to have tests and graphics and a workbook and videos and homework and just, I mean, it's going to be very informative, right? We're doing 2 weeks of the signs, 2 weeks of the planets, 2 weeks of the houses, chart rulership, and medical astrology. And of course, those last 2 weeks, week 7, week 8, and maybe week 9, will be more about reviewing and actually reading charts and stuff like that, along with the chart rulership and medical astrology. It's going to be really dope, really fun. And I'm just excited. Yeah. So February 19th until April 23rd, could be to April 30th. Stay tuned. I'll let you know. But that's where we're at. So hit me up. And it's, of course, tailoredtocoaching@gmail.com. Okay. And let's get to it, Aquarius. Anybody else come in yet?
No, not right now.
Okay. So, well, I don't know if you have any planets in Aquarius, Matt Gaming, but Aquarius season is here. My Aquarius birth chart sale is still going on until February 18th. Okay. So all you Aquarius sun sign folks, holla at your boy. What I can say about Aquarius, I definitely, before I got married, I dated every sign, but I definitely had a couple of Aquarius girlfriends. I have some good guy friends that are Aquarius, so I know the energy really well. Aquarius, the fixed air sign, the water bearer, it's them pouring out the knowledge. They're extremely muy inteligente, right? It's Saturn and Uranus. So don't forget the traditional ruler, because Aquarius, people think, oh, they're just so, freedom loving, rebellious, black sheep, and weird and innovative, futuristic. But the other side of that is Saturn. Aquarius are very serious, very hardworking, very disciplined. They handle their business. And yes, they can be weird and unique and bizarre. And they can be into technology and IT and science and research, astrology, UFOs, anything esoteric, anything with computers and televisions and fixing things and repairing things. They have a very technical and mechanical mind. Highly intelligent people. They're brilliant. And, what Aquarius is like in relationships, it's more about the groups and humanity and the collective and their friends. Because what happens with Aquarius, I'm going to just be honest, they really are super sensitive. And a lot of people don't know that. And what happens is they prefer the groups and the friends because the one on one for them can be very intense. And remember, it's opposing, right? We got the Leo full moon. I should be trying to put that video up tomorrow. Um, like I said, I'm only coming up live one day this week because I got so much writing to do for my book and my course. But, they are, so hopefully tomorrow, the next day, the Leo full moon video will be up, which is on the 5th, the Leo full moon. But the moon just entered Cancer tonight. So enjoy that. But Aquarius one-on-one, they don't want to get their feelings hurt. And I'm not saying that they're not great partners, they're not, open to, love and relationships because they are, but they do like freedom. They do like liberation. They do like to be unique and avant-garde and sometimes long distance relationships or some Aquarians, with Uranus, it can be same sex marriages or same sex relationships. But Aquarians, remember, it's cold, detached energy, and so for them, their freedom and liberation is almost just as important, and their independence. They have a very independent spirit. They march to their own drum, and so they need a partner who is definitely not needy and is definitely heavy mental and is willing to allow them to be exactly who they are. Because that's one thing about Aquarius, they are authentically themselves. Okay. Don't ever forget that. Aquarians are wild and as unique and different as they can be, from Logic to Frederick Douglass to Rakim to Oprah to Ellen DeGeneres to Alicia Keys to J. Cole to, all these different, I think Abraham Lincoln, all these different Aquarians and just the way they get down. The common thread you can always say about Aquarius when you meet them, they are one of one. They are the most unique people you will ever meet. My mother-in-law is an Aquarian, 0 degrees. She's on that cusp of mystery and imagination. That's a whole nother level of Aquarian. But that 0, 1, 2 degrees, 28, 29 Capricorn, that cusp. But Aquarius are really different. They're different animals, different birds. The men, they can be a little bit more stoic at times, but they have really big hearts. They're very thoughtful and kind. It's surprising, but they got a dark side. Like Aquarius men, they can be freaky. They can have affairs. Usually they're pretty loyal once they get like married, but like just I don't want to say affairs. Let's say they can cheat in a relationship. Or they could be the third party, right? If there's another couple, they might, the men, they might be like, let's hook up, whatever. I've definitely seen that happen, play out a lot. And the Aquarius women, they usually have this. Remember, it's a fixed air sign, so they are stubborn. There is a little bit of a God complex with Aquarius. They are smarter than you. You got to accept that. They're also like 10 years ahead of you. But they sometimes will collect things or they have this weird, quirky thing that they're into. They can, my different Aquarius girlfriends over the years were, each one was so brilliant, but so different, from speech pathologists to doctors to, all different types. Like, yeah, they were all is extremely eccentric and intelligent and a lot of fun. But one thing I'll say about Aquarius, they tend to like things on their terms. It's not always a fair relationship. And so that can make people feel their coldness and them being detached, right? It's a fixed sign. Fixed signs tend to be, right? It's like the best way to explain it, they're not as movable and they're more stable, but they're more stuck and fixed in their ways and in their system of governance, self-governance, and doing things, right? They're not like the mutables, all adaptable, or the cardinals who are initiating. Those are the two moving signs. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius, they are fixed. They want it the way they want it, how they like it, this and that. And the Aquarius women, they can be very upfront. They'll let you know if they're feeling you. Aquarius women will be like, "Hey, you want to go out? I like you." Like they're just very like they put it on Front Street. It's actually refreshing and it's kind of deep. So, any questions? Oh, we got some more people here. So let's get into the chat, Truth. So, any questions? I'm about to get into the different matches with Aquarius. And let me just say this before I get into it. It's a generalization because you're just talking about the sun sign, and any two sun signs can work together. Because in relationships, you guys know you got to look at the Venus, the Jupiter, the seventh house, the Juno. Mars is the attraction. So this is just looking at it from the lens of an Aquarius sun sign, but you'd have to know the whole chart. And that's why I have my love compatibility sale this month. So even Aquarians could take advantage of that. Okay, let's go.
Okay. Let me see. Matt Gaming said, yeah, everything good. Just hit me up on email when you're ready and have time. And then Matt Gaming said I might come. People power went out in my area, the snow and ice storm.
Ooh.
And Matt Gaming said I had Mercury in Aquarius, 4th house. And then
I didn't know you had Mercury there. Okay.
Said my mother's in Aquarius and my cousin has an Aquarius moon. And then Mad Gaming said, so I know firsthand that they are very detached to the core. And then Irene said, Abe Lincoln's birthday is February 15th.
Yeah.
And Abraham Robinson said, hey, everyone. And then
what's up, Abraham Robinson and Irene?
And then Irene said, Aquarius soul, I can agree with a lot of this. My Canver and water placements make me equally as sensitive. And then Supernova said, hey, Eric and Truth, thank you for good vibes. I want to take your astrology course.
Oh, great, Supernova. Well, just email me and I'll give you all the information. Taylor2coaching@gmail.com. Hit me up on the email. And yeah, I'm really excited. A lot of people, and hopefully you guys watched the video from Bella. Bella signed up. A couple of people have already signed up. I'm really excited. Like still designing everything right now. I've got like this amazing astrology workbook to present to you guys. It's going to be super dope. And yeah, so I'm just really excited about the course. It's 8 weeks, but it may have to go to 9. It's my first time teaching it, and it's a lot of knowledge because I'm like I'm all about giving you a full meal. Now this is just the first level, so we're not getting into the deeper stuff, the aspects, transits, solar returns, annual perfections. That's intermediate level. Because if I taught all that, it would just be like a 20-week course. I want to separate them. So this will give you the basic knowledge to read a birth chart, friends, family, your own. You want to become a professional, then in June will be the intermediate course. But this is going to go from February 19th, April 23rd, potentially April 30th. But it won't change the price if I do an extra week. That'll be on me, just to make sure you guys are really getting it. But there's going to be videos and graphics and tests and just because I really want to make sure you learn this ancient wisdom. This is such a great time to be alive, and for all of us, because we chose this time. Any of you guys here, you're just remembering. You've already known astrology in a past life. I would guarantee it. And it's the first calendar, this ancient wisdom. It's powerful. So yes, you know a lot about Aquarius. So. And they can definitely be, men and women, Aquarians, they can be kind of freaky, because like cold and detached can make you freaky because you're not like all like warm and fuzzy and stuff. You're just like, whatever. But so I think maybe I'll I'll go through all the signs. Let me start with the best matches first. Aquarius, Gemini. That's really good. It's a trine. And it doesn't matter the gender. I'll just talk about it in general, but just understand it's a deeper conversation with a more quick-witted, not as deep conversation. But they both stimulate each other because the Gemini's always bringing in new thoughts, new ideas, new questions, new information. And Aquarius loves that. Aquarius might just be like, yeah, Gemini, I already know about that. With Gemini, I'd be like, but you didn't look at it this way, right? No, 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 no. Like this guy's got like a million comments and questions a day. And so the Gemini Aquarius match is is really a nice verbal foreplay. And uh sometimes a weird dark wit humor. Oh my god, have you guys seen the movie You People with Eddie Murphy, Jonah Hill, freaking Laura London, who was married to Nipsey Hussle, David Duchovny, my girl from Seinfeld, Dreyfus, Julia Louis Dreyfus. It is the funniest. It should win Best Picture, and I know they don't nominate comedies, but I gotta say it touched on everything. It's dealing with like a Jewish guy, wanting to marry a black girl. It is the funniest movie. The script is crazy. I don't know if you guys ever saw Black AF. I think that was on Netflix. The guy who wrote that wrote this with Jonah Hill, and they bodied it. The dialogue, Mike Epps is in it. I mean, Eddie Murphy and Mike Epps, they improv this one scene. It is freaking hilarious. I mean, Eddie Murphy killed it. He played the father. Nia Long's in it. She's a Scorpio. Nia Long's in it. It's a great, great cat. I don't know what sign Jonah Hill is. Maybe any of you guys know, but he's becoming a comedy giant. Jonah Hill is funny as a comedy actor. You want to laugh? Watch You People on Netflix. I might even let the truth watch it, because it doesn't have like sex in it, some curse words, but he's 13. You can handle a couple curse words, right? He always will, Dad, can I watch this? I'm like, no, I'm a little, I'm a little tough as a parent sometimes. He's like, I want to watch more stuff. I want more freedom. And I'm just like, but it's hard, right? Because I grew up and I could watch everything. But I think sometimes, and he even has admitted to it, he's watched some horror movies that he probably wasn't ready to
That
watch.
was when I was like 9. Like, that was like
But it gave you nightmares.
That was when I was 8 and 9, Dad.
Hey, but you shouldn't have been watching it.
I watched Chucky when I was 7.
That's inappropriate.
Yeah, I know, but like you guys wouldn't let me watch it, so I just wanted to go watch on my own, or tried to. And so I just saw some clips, and then I got scared.
Yeah, that's what happens when you go
get. I watched Smile.
Okay. Well, so the thing is that Aquarius Gemini is really, it's like the grandparent with the child. Now, I know that sounds weird when you're talking about relationships, but just think of it in the sense that there's this level of maturity against immaturity. But it does work because it is the trine and the easy flow of energy. And I think there's the simpatico with the humor. And in a weird way, they both can be very flirty. Very flirty. If you know any Aquarius Gemini couples, like they're just, Aquarius Libra. This is a trine too, and you think the air trines, but this one's a little bit more challenging. I think the Libra is a little bit more warm and fuzzy, and they want to do everything together, and the Aquarius doesn't. They need more freedom and independence. So this one, the Libra can get their feelings hurt a little bit more. This Libra needs to have some fire energy, and then I think it would, work really good. This Libra needs to, maybe have their Mercury in Scorpio and a fiery moon and, some other stuff. But this is also about partnership and communication. The Libra, though, I think will respect the mental and the business savvy. Because Aquarius, they know how to make money. Aquarius, they just do it all. I mean, they're freaking, they're There's something else. But remember, Libra, they can be passive aggressive, and Libra, the devil's advocate, but I mean, they're so smart. And Libras are so friendly and they can relate to everybody. You know what I mean? Sometimes they can come off a little fake though, but in their core, they just want everyone to have fun and be happy and want to share experiences with people, right? Libras, they barely want to go to the dry cleaners or bank alone. Libras will call a friend, nowadays with the technology, Libras are never alone because they'll be shopping and they'll be on their phone. Like if they can't get a friend to go with them, they're on the phone. Like Libras don't just do anything like completely dolo. They really don't. It's kind of funny. Okay. And then before I leave to go, get back to the chat, Aquarius. We'll just stick with the air signs. This one, we're just looking at the sun signs. You have to see the rest of it. These two people, though, they'd have to have like their Mercury in different places. Like if one's like a Pisces Mercury and the other's Aquarius or Capricorn Mercury, and their moons are way different. The Venus Mars, it could work out really well. But two Aquarians, that would be interesting. I'd be like, I would get my popcorn and be like, how in the heck are these two folks gonna work this out? Do you know what I mean? Because it's when you're cold and detached, you need someone that's like a little bit like the opposite. We'll get to like the Leo, right? Coming from their heart chakra and all warm, and you know what I mean? Like the Aquarian kind of likes someone that's independent and free. But when you have two people that are like non-committal, then it's like you almost don't have a relationship. Now, two Aquarius friends, oh, this is great. Partners in crime, doing their own thing, but come together and talk about it. Aquarians are they have some weird things about, they got their own little set. Remember, it's Saturn. So they have their own little disciplines and rules about intimacy. I'm telling you. It's you're like, really? Okay. So, but Lord have mercy. I could write a book, but I'm not, those days are over. All right, come on, let's get to the chat, and then we're gonna get into the air sign with the fire signs. I think I'll just go through the elements.
There's just one. Mama Miss said, and that's the reason why I don't like Aquarius Gemini, because in dating, because gems think they know it all and seriously don't, and their ego won't admit it.
Ooh, you agree with that? You think you know it all, and your ego won't admit it that you? Yeah, oh yeah, he thinks he knows everything.
I kind of do.
Oh, he said, I kind of do, Mama Miss. You see, from a 13-year-old Gemini, I kind of do. Can you imagine his parents, Virgo, Pisces, what we got to deal with? We have these mutable battles. And then the fixed Leos come in and just, oh my God. And everybody's like, then all the mutables have to chime together and attack the fixed Leos. Mutables, unite. How you doing, Mama Miss? Get back to me. Let me know if you want to, still, book that reading and stuff. But, I think, we'll go to the fire signs. Aquarius, Aries, that makes the sextile, right? From like the 11th to the 1st. And this is like the curious child genius with the old sage wisdom genius. This could be really entertaining for them. Oh, you know what? Did you put on the water? Go put on the water. Huh? Yeah, go do it now and come back. So I don't know if Mom's back yet, and I don't know if Grandma knows. But yeah, put on the water. But one thing about Aquarius Aries is that there is this fun experience. Like Aquarius does like, how could I say it? Like Aquarius likes experiences, right? They like to go to the theater, go to the play, go to the poetry slam, go to the concert. And Aries, they are adventurous like crazy. Now, Aquarius will slow down and like read a book or watch a movie. Aries don't have time. Like, it's not that Aries can't watch a movie. Don't get me wrong. I know plenty of Aries that love movies. I'm not saying that. But Aries and Gemini, they have such busy energy. They'd much rather like be on the go. And sometimes their stimulus, it can be mental, but they like the movement. They, well, I don't say they like it, they need the movement, especially Aries. Remember, cardinal fire sign, they initiate through life. That's why they're so accident prone. I think sometimes for Aquarius, they don't have the patience for the Aries. But now it depends. If this Aries has got a lot of Pisces and Taurus energy around them, it might be fitting for the Aquarius. Do you know what I mean? And the Aries sun could have their Venus in Aquarius. Uh-huh. So remember, Venus is only ever 48 degrees away from the sun. So it's 2 signs away. So that can be a nice mix. And there is that physical connection that I think can make these two find that mutual attraction and passion. Okay. For real, for real. Now the Aquarius Leo, this is the opposite. Opposites attract, but I think it's deeper than that. What Aquarius can find so appealing about the Leo is that Leo just, is so dynamic and dramatic and almost entertaining for the Aquarius. Because the Aquarius is so innovative and creative in itself, but it's more cerebral. The Leo, it's like the everything in their body is creativity, right? And they always come from their hearts. Now we're talking about high vibration. Low vibration, Leo, Aquarius could be two stubborn, arrogant folks that are like, not movable at all. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to, or whatever. But the positive Leo, very generous, loves to share the spotlight. Will make sure their Aquarius is dressing right and looking good. The positive Leo will give the Aquarius their freedom and space because they want to do their own thing too, right? That's why this opposition is really good. It's actually one of the best oppositions. This one, and I think Virgo Pisces. Some of the other ones, they can rub each other the wrong way. Like Aries Libra is not the best opposition. Scorpio Taurus is not bad. Capricorn Cancer, it's good. It's just a different. Well, it's a very similar pursuit, but the two best of the oppositions are Aquarius, Leo, Virgo, Pisces. They find their niche and their rhythm. You know what I mean? Gemini Sag, that one's hard. That one can be challenging. So yeah, so the Leo, the Aquarius respects the Leo, how to get down, because they're very much the individual, but they like the passion from their heart. You know what I mean? Now, Aquarius Sag, that other sextile, 11-9, right? Sag being the mutable fire, the Aquarius respects them mentally. All right, Sag likes to zoom out and be optimistic in the big picture, and Aquarius is not as optimistic, but they kind of like to dance with the Sag because they're like, the Sag is so fortunate and positive and adventurous. Aquarius is like, yeah, okay, let's do this. You want to go to the moon? Let's go to the moon. You know what I mean? Like, and Sag is like, yeah, yeah, I went to the moon last week. You want to come back with me? Go back with me. You know what I mean? They're very, and the Aquarius will be entertained by the Sag's jovial nature and their storytelling. Remember, the Aquarius pours out the wisdom that it learns from Sagittarius. So when Sagittarius brings the information to the Aquarius will dig a little deeper. And not saying that Sag isn't deep. It's just that Sag likes to always zoom out and see the big picture. Where Aquarius, the fixed signs, they tend to get fixed on something and they investigate and research. So, Scorpio is the investigator, and the Aquarius is more like the scientific researcher. But it's still investigation. It's just from a different probing. It doesn't probe like Mars. It's almost like the Aquarius's research is more like they just get these visions and these thoughts and downloads and dreams. They are they're enigmas. Freaking brilliant Aquarius. Okay, you can see I have a lot of respect for Aquarius, and I love all 12 signs. Don't get me wrong. I just think that whatever sign you are, you're going to have a different relationship with the other sign, and we'll get to that because I'm a Virgo. So we did the air. We're finishing up the fire. So Aquarius Sag is really, really is good. I don't know if any of you experienced that, but that's a good. It's actually a better match than you may think. That sextile. Remember, the sextile is a positive energy like the trine, but the sextile is more poking. Sag is like, hey Aquarius, hey. What about this belief system? Aquarius is like, ugh, that's so like 2010. I don't believe that way anymore. Sag is like, okay. Well, let's think about this. You know what I mean? My philosophy, they're very philosophical. And Aquarius really likes that. They respect that. They're like, okay, I see. And Sag is so remember, I almost forgot this very important part. Sag is the bachelor and bachelorette. The two most, so you think Aquarius is so independent? They are. But in terms of relationships and astrology, Virgo and Sag are the two that they can totally fly solo. Never get married, or if they get married and get divorced, they would never get married again. Virgo and Sag are more of the bachelorette signs. Aquarius would be third in that, I would say. They would be third in that, but Sag is number one, then Virgo. Okay. Okay, let's get to, we did air. Let's get to the water. We'll end with earth. Okay. You want to come? Let's check out the chat, and then we'll jump into the Aquarius with the water signs.
Okay.
This is an interesting air and water, right?
Okay, so Mama Miss said, "Oh, I know my astrology stuff," and then Mama Miss said, "Hey, Eric, yeah, we'll do something this week." And then Irene said, "Gemini, Sun, Aquarius, Moon," and I do think I know more people I date. Usually I do. Just saying. And then Mama Miss said, yeah, my daughter is an Aries, so relationships with Gemini really remind me of a parent-child. And then Steven was here. And
what up, Stevie?
Mercury and Aquarius here. I know more than most. And then Mama Miss said, "LOL, you do, Irene." And then Irene said, "Steven, Mercury, 11th house, me too, LOL." And then Irene said, "Haha, I got an ego now. Can't lie, haha." And then Steven said, "Your Gemini sun needs a chill pill, Irene." And then Steven said, "LOL." And then Mama Miss said, "Air sign men are the worst when talking about advice or learning from others." And then Irene Mack said, "LMAO, I do know I'm a berserk." And then Mama Miss said, "I'm North Node Leo Aquarius Sun, February 15th. Then Irene said, "I'm so attracted to Aquarius Sun men mentally. It is everything to me." And then Irene said, "Oh, Mama, you got some same B-Day as Abraham Lincoln." And then Irene said, "I got a lot of Pisces in my chart, so I can vibe." And then Mama Miss said, "I love my Sagittarius rising, my long-lasting relationships with Sagittarius Aries." And then Mama Miss said, "LOL, yeah, that intellect will get you, Irene." And then Mama Miss said, I like Sag, honestly, too." And then Steven said, "A lot of Pisces and Sag in my chart, too. Mercury in Aquarius, Sagittarius rising 22 degrees, and Sagittarius moon.
And that
and Neptune at 0 degrees Sagittarius.
Yeah, that Mercury in Aquarius, it's a little different, Irene. I have Mercury in 11th house, but it's definitely, it has an Aquarian feel to it. And it depends on the sign that you have in that 11th house. But Mercury in Aquarius, yeah, I mean, Stephen, that's why you're so freaking brilliant and smart. And Mama Miss, Mercury in Aquarius is, it's right there with Mercury in Virgo. You know what I mean? It's, but I will say this, yeah, Aquarius, they do have that arrogance because they have that God complex. And all the fixed signs, actually, if you want to be honest, the fixed signs are more arrogant than the cardinal or the mutable. They really are. Because they always take a deeper dive, so that there's more of an expertise in their chosen focus of concentration and knowledge that they want to research and obtain and focus on, right? They're gonna dig deeper than the other signs, right? The mutables will get distracted more, and the cardinals, they'll initiate, but it's more, it's like to prove a point, or like, they want to lead, but it's they're not they're not pulling in as much as the fixed signs in terms of the details. Let me say that, because I think all the signs pull in, but the fixed signs, it's a focus that can be exhausting and can be, I have a couple of fixed planets, and I find that my fixed energy is way different from all my mutable and cardinal stuff. And I don't have that much cardinal, but you can feel the difference. Like, really think about your own chart. Like, in what areas are you, mutable? What areas are you cardinal? What areas are you fixed? And if you really think about it and break it down in quadrants and slices, you can just crack yourself up at the complexity of your own self as a human being, right? So let's get to the water. So Aquarius with Cancer. That's the in conjunction. That's a little, that one, I couldn't see it working too long. The Cancer would get their feelings hurt. Now, if this Cancer's got a lot of like Mercury, Venus, and Leo, and maybe a Leo moon, and they could rock with it. Or even Aquarius, not Aquarius, Venus, because of their Cancer, their Venus is going to be more of the Taurus through Virgo. But Aquarius, Cancer, I'm trying to think if I know any, if I met any, but that's a tough one, because Cancers, you guys, when they have the sage wisdom that's different from Aquarius, but similar. Their wisdom is more intuitive. Cancers just know stuff. Really smart people. But when you talk about sensitive, when Cancer's in their feelings, it's like the feels to the 10th degree. Like, Cancer's emotions. I remember, I don't want to get too much into it because somebody could be watching, but I had a Cancer thinking that I was cheating on them, and I so wasn't. I was being loyal, but they felt that I was, and then it made them cheat, but I was being totally faithful. You know what I mean? Like, Cancers, like, they create these dramas and storylines in their head, and whatever they're feeling. I feel like you don't love it. I just said I love you. Like, you know what I mean? So that's Cancer. Aquarius don't have time for that stuff with the Cancer. Aquarius is like, I already told you I'd be back at 8 p.m. It's only 7:42. Be patient. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, it's just they're on a whole different frequency. Think of the moon on a date with Saturn and Uranus. It can be a little messy. Just a little messy. So Aquarius but like I said, like, if they had a ton of Leo energy, any two sun signs can work out. That's why you always want to look at the synastry compatibility chart. Okay. And that's on sale, right? If some of you guys came on late, you missed my love chart sale, February 1st to the 28th. The synastry compatibility is 143. And then afterwards, we can meet over Zoom, 30 minutes, answer all your questions. Okay, 143, I love you, right? And then the mini live chart love reading, 35 minutes, only $51, breaking down 5th, 7th, Juno, Venus, Jupiter, some Mars action. And then the mini written chart, normally $35, $33, written with some videos, breaking down 5, 7, Juno, Venus, Jupiter. Okay. So, and it's Valentine's season, it's Black History Month, it's February, it's cold. So we need love when it's so cold. Cold-hearted snake, right? We already talked about all the Aquarius people. Y'all know them, right? Do y'all know about Logic and J. Cole? Let me tell you something. I'm starting to be honest. I'm saying this to myself out loud, saying it to y'all. KRS-One and Rakim, my two favorite MCs of all time. But J. Cole is a freaking problem on the mic. I always got to give you the hip hop astrology. J. Cole is a beast. When you really listen to his lyrics and how he dispenses language and triple entendres and all that stuff. I write a lot of double entendres, but I mean, he be some triple. He's a good writer. He's a really good writer. That's when an MC. You know what I mean? Like you got to really listen and the layers. So Scorpio. Aquarius, Scorpio. So one thing, this is a square. They're both fixed, so they have that in common. They both like the stubborn investigation research aspect. Scorpio is all about research and investigation too. So these two, also the esoteric, spiritual, scientific, occult, astrology knowledge, these two can really work it out. They could get in a lot of competition and passionate arguments, but that could be good for the breakup to makeup, SEX or whatever. But this one can work. It could really be intense too. This can definitely be a freaky connection. Scorpio, Aquarius. I'm just saying. Because also, like the only three planets, with the dual rulers, you got Scorpio, Aquarius, and Pisces. And if you're really being honest, they may be the top three most unique signs: Scorpio, Aquarius, and Pisces, because of the dual rulership. And there's this inner turmoil with them. Okay. It's more of a generalization, but when I'm honest and really think about Scorpios, Aquarius, and Pisces people, you, it's funny, you can really see the Jupiter, Neptune in them. You can see the Mars, Pluto in the Scorpio, and you can see the Saturn, Uranus in the Aquarian. You really can, right? Especially when you really understand these energies. Like sometimes, like now, I look back at folks and just people I know, and it's like, I just knew sun sign astrology way back in the days. And now, like knowing it all, you're like, oh man, these people are something. And you can see how it plays out in their personal lives. It's wild. So Aquarius, Scorpio, they can tango, they can dance. But there could just be one argument that pushes it over the brink and then they never talk again. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. Get my number out your phone. Don't you ever call me again. Now, Aquarius, Pisces. Oof. This one, this is the cusp of sensitivity. These people are freaking brilliant. Aquarius, Pisces, the way this works best, if that Pisces has got their Venus and Mercury and like Aquarius, and then the Venus and the Capricorn, Aquarius, the Pisces has got to have some grounding earth and some air and some, Cap Aquarius energy. Because the Pisces doesn't like how abrasive and detached the Aquarius can be. Right? Pisces is in their own world too, but they're like in another dimension, but they're not detached. Do you know what I mean? They can be isolated, but they want to know that like you're theirs. You know what I mean? There's this Pisces has this more nurturing, like higher octave of Cancer energy almost, as the third water sign. So this could be a challenging relationship. So like I would say they would definitely need to have, that Aquarius Capricorn energy rocking with them in their planets somewhere, at least a stellium, and a Saturn stellium. Because also the Pisces, they they're both so cerebral, but it's coming at perspective of spirituality and science and knowledge in different realms. Does that make sense? You know? So let me know what you guys think about the water signs with Aquarius. And then we're gonna finish with the earth. All right, truth. Let's get to it. So, but you Aquarians, y'all crack me up. And I love Aquarius moons. You guys always come to Coffee Talk. And I hope I see you Saturday, February 11th, $20, 2 hours now. We're going to do Pluto and Aquarius, and then we're going to read a chart together as a group, one Coffee Talk member. So you better sign up and let me know you want your chart in the arena to be read.
Irene Mack said, I'm attracted to Sagittarius because of their intellect.
Oh, so you love Sag and Aquarius, Irene.
So they're just interesting and mentally expensive. And then Irene...
Expansive?
Expansive. No, she had a typo. Okay. Anyway, Mama Miss said, ooh, Stephen, interesting. We have the Sag rising with Neptune on the ascendant. Irene said, I have a stellium in the 11th house, and Aquarius moon Uranus is aspecting my sun and Mars and Jupiter. And then Irene Mack said, it's conjunct Jupiter. I think the house placement is very much so, just as indicative of the characteristics as the sign. And then Irene said the house placement is a character signature, the snapshot of who you are in the sky the moment you were born. So the house placement is just as equal as the sign to me.
Well, yeah, because the house is like the lens in which the planet plays out the role, because the houses are the themes, right? The first house is a relationship with self. Second house is like you and the family. And then all the others just branch out. Third and fourth still deal with family. But after that, it's kind of like, relationships with other people, It's, it's one of those things. You guys have heard me say this before, but seriously, if I was God or president, I would be like, everybody's got to get their birth chart done. It would just be a better world. Humanity and people would they would just everything's energy, right? So they would vibrate differently. I wish I knew my chart in my 20s. Oh my gosh. Now I was a beast understanding the signs and just, the energies like that. And I was really, really good, especially, for dating and relationships, But, when astrology is so much deeper than just the sun sign. That is like a blip. And that's why we're so complex as human beings. We are God's most intricate design, I mean, us in nature, but you know what I mean? I saw a video the other day, and I have to research this to double check if it's true, right? I don't want to just put stuff out there and I'm not confirming it, but maybe you guys can, see what you think about it. But they were saying that our DNA that's inside of us, two things. So we are like an AI computer ourselves, right? We are the capacity in us is like deeper than the AI machines and robots. And by the way, they're coming, y'all. They're coming strong. They said by 2025, they can maybe have 60 to 80% of the jobs or something crazy. I don't know. We'll see. That's why you guys, you don't want to work for somebody. You want to work for yourself. You got to figure out how you solve problems and solutions, whatever it is, IT, coding, whatever you're doing. You want to become a boss, expertise, and rock with it. Okay. How do you make other people's lives easier or better? But then it was talking about our DNA strands could go from like here to the moon. If it was like totally stretched out and stuff. That would be fascinating, right? Okay, so we did Aquarius with the water signs. So we got to end with the earth. This is where I come in. Aquarius and Taurus, another fixed, connection, right? And this one is, they have a different way of dispensing language, but they both have the stubbornness, and they both want like things to be stable and solid, right? Because Aquarius is like that because of the Saturn. Aquarius can be weird and crazy, but they are about their bills and their business. Their lives are together. Okay. Aquarius is like very efficient, very matter of fact, blunt like a Sagittarius, but in a different way. But they're gonna get things done. And Aquarius doesn't like stupid people. And Taurus is not dumb. Taurus is just kind of the reason why they work better maybe than some of the other squares or even the opposition. Taurus Aquarius actually is a really decent match because Taurus is so grounded. It's like a place for Aquarius to land. Because Taurus is like, yeah, you pontificate and do all this and that, Aquarius. And Taurus is like, I got things on lockdown over here. I'm very pragmatic, practical, stable. I want the house to look pretty, things to be nice. We're going to have nice food. I want things to smell good. The fabrics on the bed, this and that. And Aquarius, they can appreciate the luxury. They can definitely appreciate the luxury and be like, yeah, nah, Taurus did it up dope, yo. Taurus is like, you know. So this is a decent match. Now, this is the most intricate one. And I know this from experience. I told you I had some Aquarius girlfriends. Aquarius Virgo. So they have that perfect tango with the Mercury. Aquarius and Virgo are two of the most intelligent signs. They just are. I'm not saying it because I'm a Virgo. They both can be sort of investigators, research, science, intelligence, health conscious. What happens here is it's kind of an in conjunction to quincunx, right? But they create a weird bubble. This doesn't happen really with any other signs that I've seen. And I know this because I've seen it from other couples, but I've experienced it myself. Aquarius Virgo can create a very unhealthy bubble where it's like not just the two of them against the world, but it's the two of them in their own world against the world. Do you get that difference? Like it can get unhealthy because they kind of like will isolate themselves and they're not tuning into the frequencies of everyone else. They figure like our way, we got this, we're doing, you know what I mean? So it can become too static. Does that make sense? And a little unhealthy, but they'll have a lot of fun together. They could go to distance, but that one can be a little challenging. But they have a mutual respect and appreciation for one another. There's a lot of conversation, a lot of intellect, and they both are, they can both be mental giants. And the Virgo likes to be of service, and then the Aquarius, um, the Virgo is not so attached. Virgos can be sensitive, but they like their alone time because they're in their heads, and Aquarius likes their alone time. You know what I mean? So they could like go do their things and then come back together. So it can work. It really can work. It can get a little unhealthy. Okay, it can get a little unhealthy, but I've seen it, be good. Um, but then I've seen it both sides. I've had an Aquarian girlfriend get a little bored of me, and I myself have been a little bored with Aquarian girlfriends. So it can, you know what I mean? It can both can get kind of that static or that, you know what I mean? There's this I don't know what's the perfect word, but they can get kind of like I need some water or I need some fire. Aquarius is like I need some fire, and the Earth is like I need some water. Okay. And then finally, last but not least, and we'll get ready to bounce and whatever, but Aquarius Capricorn. And obviously this one is probably the best of the earth because they both share Saturn. They both are hardworking. They both are disciplined. I just think with this one, I'll say this: Capricorns, it's work hard, and then play extremely hard. Capricorns, when they want to have fun, they can have just as much fun as a Aries, a Gemini, a Leo, a Sag. Like Capricorns know how to let their hair down and have a good time. They are funny people. Their humor is dry and witty. Jim Carrey they're just different. You know what I mean? But they are very. They set a goal, and then the sea goat climbs up the mountain, and they achieve it. They are extremely determined, which is why Mars is exalted in Aquarius and in Capricorn. Mars doesn't like being in Aquarius so much, but Mars is exalted in Capricorn because the Capricorn is all about climbing the ladder of success and reaching their goals. And Aquarius gets down with that all day, every day. I just think the Aquarius, to be honest, they can get kind of competitive with a Capricorn. And I think there could be a mutual respect and then a mutual disdain or jealousy or envy between them. And when the Capricorn wants to let their hair down and have fun, the Aquarius is like, not now. And then when the Aquarius wants to be weird and innovative and bizarre and different, the Capricorn is, no, I'm at work. You know what I mean? So that Uranus kind of creates a storm between the two. But I've seen it work. And it's you know what this is? Excuse me. Gosh, I've been working hard all day. This is like a steamy work affair. Capricorn Aquarius is like that, like work affair where it's like, they're both trying to get promoted at the job, and then they like, they're working hard and researching this and that, and after work they go out, get some drinks, and then they like sleep together, and they like kind of have like this 9-month affair at work, and then they break up. That's Capricorn Aquarius. I'm telling you, I've seen that movie. I feel like I've seen that movie. So yeah, that's it. All right, come on, we're gonna read your last comments. What do you think? If you had to pick the top 3, you guys, matches for Aquarius, what would you pick? For me, I might say, Leo, Gemini, Libra, or Leo, Sag, Gemini. I don't know. It'd be definitely one air sign, but they like the 2 fire. They like the fire. So. But anyway, make sure you guys, reach out. I'm gonna catch you next week, and hit me up for the love chart sale. I put it up in community. It's on my social medias. I might do a video for it, and I hope you come to Coffee Talk, and I hope I see you for my astrology course. It's gonna be dope. All right, go ahead, read the last comments.
I think Capricorn is more competitive and jealous-minded.
They are very competitive. I don't know if they're they can be jelly sometimes. You have to see what it might be different if their Mercury depends on some of the other placements. But yeah, Capricorns, I don't know jealous Capricorns. I know Capricorns who are very competitive though. If you outdo them at work, they'll kind of throw shade at you like, whatever, I'm better than you. They got that quiet confidence, but they're pretty lighthearted. Feminine, it's discipline, but it's a stern grandma. It's fat Capricorn's feminine energy. Go ahead.
Then Mama said it's moonlighting. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. So, do you guys like any?
Oh, Evelyn just got on.
Hey, Evelyn, what's up, lady? Evelyn, do you like the Sagittarius Aquarius match? I think that's one of the better ones for Aquarius. An Aquarius with, obviously the other air signs. And Aquarius Leo is really good. I think that's one of the best oppositions for, couples. I mean, obviously, we got to look at the whole chart, right? And, the Juno, the Venus, and seventh house, fifth house, all that stuff. But just in terms of the generalization, I think the Aquarius can do really well with the 2 air signs and the 3 fire signs. But that opposition is one of the best. The 2 best oppositions, honestly, I think, are Aquarius Leo and Virgo Pisces. Um, I think those are really solid. Taurus Scorpio would come in 3rd place for me. Maybe I'll put it in the poll, see what you guys think, But this was great. We're going to get ready for dinner. I'll see you next week. Look for my Leo full moon video. I'll probably put that up mañana. Okay.
Miss likes Aquarius Sagittarius.
Yeah, you like that? I think it's a good match. I think Aquarius Sag is a good match. It's mutual respect, a lot of intelligence. Sagittarius is super duper smart, and what's good about Sag is that they like acquiring new knowledge, and that's how Aquarius is too. And they both like to teach. Sag is a better natural teacher. Aquarius, they don't always have the patience to teach. They want to say it once and then you absorb it and get it. They're not like they're not trying to repeat themselves too many times. You know what I mean? Aquarius. You Aquarius, you're funny. But you're so dope. Much respect. Aquarius is they're super, super duper duper dope. They're definitely dope. And Aquarius season is flying, right? I mean, we're already, gosh, I guess we're in, I don't know if today is 10 degrees or 11. So we're already in the 2nd decan. We're in the Aquarius Gemini decan now. And the moon just went into Cancer. So, but this Aquarius Gemini decan, watch my Secrets of the Sun Sign series. And I really broke down those decans great. The Aquarius Gemini decan is, these are the Aquarians that are more social and talk a lot. These are not like the first decan, Aquarius. And the Aquarius Libra decan, they're more like, I want a relationship. You know what I mean? And they're very business focused and relationships, partnerships. They know how to network. That Aquarius Libra decan, they are great networkers. Aquarius Gemini, these are the ones that like to, these are the more freaky ones. And they like to let their hair down. They like to have a little bit more fun. Un poquito more más fun. Okay? So, yeah, so I'll be on next week. Hit me up. You guys want to get a love chart reading? All you Aquarius out there. I still got my Aquarius birth chart sale. Tailor to you coaching at gmail.com. For Aquarius love, I'm dropping bombs. The love compatibility chart sale, all the love chart sales, February 1st to February 28th. I'm here. Dr. Love. Okay. So, but yeah, I'm all about love. So I want you guys to all find love. But the most important love first is always the self-love. All right. So let's vibrate from our hearts. And you guys, the energy is really powerful and intense. This Leo moon is going to be, things have been wild lately, right? After the Aquarius new moon, a lot of shootings. We got police killings. We've got a lot of stuff in politics and Just keep your head above water. Stay positive. Please stay in prayer and meditation. It is super, super important. I'm telling you, I was out there for a while today, grounding by the tree. That earthing is so healing for the body. Told you I'm up to the 4-minute ice cold showers, freezing my butt off, but it feels so great. So, I got nothing but love for all of y'all. All right. Peace. Episode 115. You know what I mean? Aquarius love compatibility, verbal agility. Sometimes you got to be a little bit more silly, B. And Aquarius is love to laugh. Don't get it twisted. Aquarius they are funny. It's just different, but they love to laugh. So that's where Virgo and Gemini and Sag can get in good with the Aquarius, because they'll make the Aquarius laugh. And Aquarius, once they laugh, that's where the Uranus takes over and the Saturn gets, back on the back burner, and then they open up their guard. You make an Aquarius lady laugh. And Aquarius men, they like to laugh too. They're funny. They're funny dudes. They can come off kind of like weird and stoic and like they're not paying attention. Aquarius men are very observant. They notice everything. Okay. And they got that type of humor where they'll they'll want to like verbally get at you. They could be attacking, but they're nice people. They Aquarians, you guys sometimes get a bad rap. You're brilliant. I mean, everybody knows how smart you are, but you're really actually very sensitive and pretty darn thoughtful and kind when you want to be. But you got to get out of your own head. Aquarius, you're too much in your own head sometimes. All right? I'm out. Knowledge. Say goodbye, truth.
Bye.
Later. 1:15.